Hello everyone. So today we're going to talk about past tenses, and not all of them, but I think the most important of them. And we will focus on the differences between these tenses. So, and in English, if you want to refer to any action, to any past action, you may use one of these tenses. There is still one tense left that I haven't given here. It's past perfect continuous. We will talk about it later. So, and I think these are the most, how to say, the most important tenses. I'm not saying that past perfect continuous is not important. You know that native speakers are using, they use all the tenses, even kids. Okay, I'm not saying that, for example, as many English teachers say that only it's enough if you know only 6 tenses. No, I'm not saying this, and I don't think it's true. I think that if you want to reach mastery in this language, you should know all the 12 tenses in English. And today we're going to talk about past actions and which tense should we use to express one or another meaning. Yes, to to imply one or another meaning. So let's look at the present perfect. So when we think, when we talk about present perfect, we first of all, it's very important to know that it's a recent action. Okay, недавнее действие, recent action, completed action, завершенное действие, which completed in the past but connected to the present. It means that it has completed, but it's very important now. For example, if I say I have lost my keys, it means that now I don't know how to get into the flat. Okay, or if I say, for example, I have done my homework, it means I'm free now and I can do whatever I like. So, and the second thing is that here result is important only. Факт свершения. Да? То есть самое важное это факт свершения. The result is important and time is not. So don't talk about the time. Don't talk about when it happened. Don't use this tense with the question when. Okay? Don't say, for example, when have you finished? No. When, after when always comes plus simple. When did you? The next, present perfect is used approximately in all news. Okay? If you want to say any news about your life, about news all in the world, you can use this present perfect. Only you should give details in past simple. For example, if you began your news like saying, with saying like, for example, I have bought a car, all details after, which comes after, should be in past simple. Like, for example, I have bought a car, and then yesterday I went to the how to say sales store, a car sales store, and then we bought Ferrari or something like this. Okay, the fourth thing is we use present perfect to tell about our experience, and usually with time markers like ever and never. Have you ever done something? I have never been somewhere, like this. Also, we use present perfect in phrases like, it's also about experience, but I wanted to emphasize it here because you may not know it. Okay, when you want to say, this is the first time I'm doing something, actually you should use I have done something. Okay, it's kind of experience, it's kind of completed action, it's kind of a result. Вот впервые я села за руль. Это второй раз я побывала в Китае. Вот в третий раз я сегодня провела урок. Да? Это все будет present perfect. This is the first time. Когда, конечно, это закончилось уже. When it's finished. This is the first time I have tried caviar. Первый раз, как я попробовала икру, например. And the last one is about accomplishments. Accomplishments, it's usually translated like достижения, but it's not all about достижения. It's not all about achievements. It's all about things that you have completed in your life. For example, like I have read 10 books in English. I have learned 2 different languages. I have worked for this company for 10 years. Or if you don't work, you can say I have devoted 11 years of my life for my family. посвятила, да, 11 лет своей жизни своей семье, and yet I didn't work, for example. Or so any accomplishments that you have reached in your life, you can use present perfect here. Okay, and next look at the past simple. Past simple is usually it's actions which happened in the past, and time is very important. So that's why you should use this tense with use time markers like yesterday, 2 weeks ago, the day after yesterday, a while ago, in 2017, и так далее. Okay. And the next is past simple is used when you are talking about some actions which took place in the past, one after another, да, которые происходили в прошедшем, прошли в прошедшем один за другим. It's kind of череда действий, sequence of actions. For example, yesterday I got up at 6 o'clock, then I prayed, then I went, then I had breakfast, then I made breakfast for my family, then I woke them up, и так далее, да? То есть вы говорите конкретно, и здесь очень сильно соблюдается хронология. То есть сперва вы вот это сделали, потом то, и так далее. То есть it's all about chronological order. And the last one that I have told you before when I was talking about present perfect, even if you want to share some use, at first you should use present perfect, but all details should be given in past simple. Okay. Next, look at the past continuous. And past continuous, it's about some actions which were in progress, which were continuing at a certain time in the past, okay, которые продолжались какое-то время в прошедшем, происходили. It's first. And the second, you can use past continuous to describe the background or the scene of in the past, the scene of something in the past. For example, it's in Russian it's kind of it's translated like фоновые действия. For example, вчера, когда я вернулась домой, и вы описываете дом, что творилось в этом доме, да, вы описываете фон. When I came home, kids were fighting, everything was a mess, my daughter was crying, my husband was sleeping on the sofa, so it drove me crazy. Okay, so all this scene or background, it should be described in past continuous. And the last one, you should be aware of the fact that there can be two actions in one sentence. Like, when I was sleeping, my mother came. Когда я спала, мама пришла. Да? And one of them can be a short action. Мама пришла, my mom came. It's short action. It's not she was coming, она шла. Она просто пришла. And it should be in past simple, of course. And there is a longer action. I was sleeping. Я спала. Не поспала, а я спала. Да? And it should be in past continuous. And actually this short action interrupts the longer action. For example, while I was walking to school, I saw a little kitten, да, on the road. For example, я увидела маленького котенка, когда шла, это процесс, шла в школу. Увидела, это short action, увидела все, не смотрела, стояла, смотрела, а именно увидела. Okay, and the last one is past perfect. The most important thing that you should try to memorize here is that past perfect is used when events are put out of chronological order, so they are not chronologically right. Yes, for example, if you want to say я встала, помыла посуду, или я встала, приготовила завтрак и испекла баурсаки, тесто которого я сделала вчера. Вот это тесто, которого я сделала вчера, это будет past perfect. Почему? Потому что эта хронология здесь поменялась, да, то есть вы сделали это не после того, как помыли, там, приготовили завтрак, да, вы вчера вообще это сделали. Вот это будет в past perfect. And this is the most important thing that you should try to remember here, that there is no chronological order is a bit broken here. For example, he immigrated to Europe in 2015, and agricultural reforms had begun a few months before this. So these reforms had begun before before the fact that he immigrated. Yes. And looking at the okay, look at this, which is written in pink color. So I wanted to give you here kind of some kind of an association with these tenses. For example, present perfect is associated with result. Yes, for me it's associated with result. When I think about present perfect, always result comes to my mind first. When I think about past simple, I always think that I always think about chronological order. So, and you should, I think it will help you. Next, when I was thinking about past continuous, I always think of police's interviewing. Да, когда полиция допрашивает человека about what were you doing yesterday at 7 o'clock, when they are looking for some alibis. Yes, when they're trying to identify if you have an alibi. Okay, so that's why it's kind of okay. You can associate this with police, this tense, and it would be better for you. And past perfect, of course, is associated with no chronological order. And here you can see that there are some time markers. And on this level, you may already know that for example, each tense in English has its own time markers, and they are kind of, маяки, да, маяки, по которым вы ориентируетесь в этом, получается, в 12 временах, да, и у каждого они свои, практически они в основных временах их больше, может быть, в каких-то там сложных временах их меньше, но вот эти time markers, they are crucial in understanding the logic of tenses in English. So that's why you should memorize them. For example, in present perfect it's уже, already, just, только что, yet, еще нет, ever, never, recently, недавно, lately, последнее время, so far, с тех пор, да, судан бире. Например, I haven't had problems so far. Судан бире, у меня не было с тех пор проблем. Также касательно this morning, this afternoon, or this evening, or today, здесь немножко it's kind of disputable, because here you can use also past simple, but it means, for example, if you are talking about some actions which happened in the morning, but the morning is not over, you can use present perfect. For example, it's 11 o'clock, and you can say I haven't had breakfast this morning, because morning is not over. Yes, it's still morning until 12 o'clock. And for example, it's afternoon, it's for example 3 o'clock, and you can say I didn't have breakfast tomorrow because the morning is over. Здесь нужно понимать это, да? Это, конечно, не объясняется на уровне там pre-intermediate, elementary, тем более. Такие нюансы объясняются уже на уровнях повыше. Since for тоже есть здесь момент, когда я вам объясняла, when I was explaining present perfect and present perfect continuous, I told you that if you want to say how long has action been continuing, mainly you should use present perfect continuous, because present perfect continuous is actually, created maybe to answer the question how long has something been continuing. Да? Именно present perfect continuous, по идее, изначально он как бы так сформировался для тех действий, когда вы хотите сказать, как долго это длилось, как долго вы учите английский, как долго вы и эти действия, которые начались и до сих пор продолжаются, да? И именно когда вы хотите показать период, вы используете since and for. Например, я знаю этого человека вот уже 10 лет, я знаю там, я учу английский вот уже 5 лет. Это все, по идее, будет present perfect continuous. Однако, you know that there are some verbs in English that can't be used in continuous forms. Не могут быть использованы в continuous tenses. It's state verbs, да? Органы, глаголы чувств, глаголы состояния, да? Когда мы говорим know, believe, prefer, need там, и так далее, love, like, hate. И вот как раз-таки с этими глаголами вы используете только present perfect. Получается, я знаю этого человека вот уже 10 лет, оно не закончилось. Оно не подходит здесь к present perfect, по идее, да. Present perfect – это законченные действия, но тем не менее вы используете здесь present perfect, потому что know никогда не используется в continuous. Мы не можем сказать I have been knowing him for 10 years. No, only I have known him for 10 years is possible. So, with past simple you can use these signal words, these time markers like yesterday, last week и так далее, a while ago, некоторое время назад, либо a long time ago, да. Также можно использовать after, но здесь иногда используют и past perfect тоже после after. И еще один момент, когда вы говорите, например, since, то, что до этого слова используется в present perfect, а после используется в past simple. То есть, например, если вы хотите сказать я не видел его с тех пор, как он уехал в Америку. Да? У вас здесь получается первое, я не видел его с тех пор, как он уехал в Америку. Второе, I haven't seen him since he left for the USA. Да? Я не видел его с тех пор, как он уехал в Америку. И здесь после since, если это именно после since стоит именно clause, то есть предложение, да, целое, тогда вы его используете в past simple. Но до since это будет present perfect. Надеюсь, здесь понятно. Так, дальше. В past continuous мы используем обычно while, в то время как либо as, тоже в таком же значении, слегка таким оттенком, например. Можно сказать while I was sleeping. Либо можно сказать as I was sleeping. Либо as I was opening the window, в то время как я открывал окно, или на тот момент, как я открывал это, больше на тот момент. Можно также when I was doing something, да. И также вы используете конкретное время, можно сказать at this time yesterday, либо at 7 o'clock yesterday, конкретное время, да, как полицейский задавать вопросы, что ты делал вчера, например, когда я тебе позвонил. Да, what were you doing when I called you? You didn't answer. Да, you didn't answer phone. Ты не ответил на телефон. Что ты делал в это время? Дальше. В past perfect больше всего используется after. Например, после того, как я сделал домашку, я пошел гулять. After I had finished my homework, I went outside. Но здесь немножко спорный, не то что спорный. Я когда смотрела в учебнике по Advanced Grammar, там после after можно использовать одинаково и past simple, и past perfect. То есть это не так категорично. Before больше всего, конечно, past perfect. И already, например. Already это не только present perfect, но и past perfect может использоваться, потому что, например, когда мы пришли, концерт уже начался. Здесь два действия. И не хронология, и не хронологичные. Сперва концерт начался, потом мы пришли. Но мы, однако, упоминаем, сперва мы пришли, но до этого концерт уже начался. When we came, the concert had already started. Да? Ну и формулы здесь даны на всякий случай, но вы уже с этими формулами на этом уровне уже хорошо справляетесь. Единственное, нужно быть аккуратными с третьей формой глаголов. Это все упражнения, которые я специально выбрала со всяких учебников. И, кстати, один момент. Вы должны понять, что обычно past simple, то есть когда вот в одном предложении несколько придаточных, да, обычно идет past simple с past perfect, либо past continuous, past simple, то есть они оба past simple, past continuous, либо past simple, past perfect, либо present perfect, past simple. Но очень редко или практически никогда я не встречала, когда past perfect был вместе с past continuous. Практически никогда я не встречала такое. Очень редко, и это даже как-то не укладывается в голове, как это можно передать. Хорошо? И во всех учебниках, даже в грамматических, обычно даются сравнения именно в таком порядке. Сперва present perfect, past simple, потом past simple, past continuous, потом past simple с past perfect сравнивается с past perfect continuous. Вот таким образом, в таком дуэте. And these are some exercises which I have prepared for you, and there are also keys. You can do all this exercise, and you can check yourself and ask me if you have some questions and if you are confused about some mistakes you have made here. Okay, and this is intermediate level exercises, and these are upper and advanced level exercises. And also I have attached here irregular verbs. Okay, so that's it for that's all for today. Thank you. Goodbye.